Success isn't something you chase. It's something you draw to yourself by the person you become. Take a moment and let that sink in. The truth is, you don't get what you want. You get what you are. Simple words, yet they hold the power to transform your entire life. This idea is why some people struggle endlessly while others seem to magnetically attract wealth, opportunity, and fulfillment. I meet people all the time who say, "I want more money," and I tell them, money doesn't respond to wishes, it responds to value. You are rewarded for the value you bring to the world. I meet others who say, "I want better relationships, love, recognition, freedom." And I ask them, what are you becoming? Because who you become matters far more than what you want. Desire without discipline is merely a dream that never awakens. Wishing alone won't create reality. You must become worthy of your desires. If you aim to be wealthy, happy, and fulfilled, learn this well. Invest more effort in yourself than in your job. Success isn't about chasing, it's about growing into the kind of person who naturally attracts what they seek. Not by chance, but by deliberate change. Here are 5 principles to guide you. 1. The law of the mirror. See yourself clearly. 2. The law of the seed. Grow before you gain. 3. The law of the marketplace. Attract what you bring. 4. The law of the circle. Your environment reflects you. 5. The law of the ladder. Climb by becoming better, not bitter. These aren't just ideas, they're tools. They give perspective, confidence, and a quiet strength that makes others notice a difference in you. And I'll share stories, analogies, and practical steps you can apply today, not tomorrow. Remember, don't wish life was easier, wish you were better. Don't wish for fewer problems, wish for more skills. If you're ready to shift from wishful thinking to wise becoming, let's begin. Because when you become more, you attract more. It's not magic, it's a law. The law of the mirror. You cannot perform in ways that contradict how you see yourself. Years ago, a young man told me he wanted to be a millionaire. I asked, "How do you see yourself right now?" He hesitated. His inner image, if clouded with doubt and low confidence, would continue to attract limitation, no matter his goals. Your inner reflection shapes your outer reality. You become what you believe yourself to be, not what you wish to be. People often wait for external changes, promotions, partners, opportunities, but true transformation starts within. Clean the mirror first, then the world changes. Practical steps for applying this law. 1. Inventory your identity. Write honestly about how you see yourself in career, health, relationships, finances, and character. 2. Talk to yourself with encouragement. Replace self-criticism with affirmations that guide you toward growth. 3. Surround yourself with truthful mirrors. Choose relationships that reflect honesty and constructive feedback. 4. Align actions with identity. Every small act of discipline reinforces the person you are becoming. Imagine a sculptor and a block of marble. The statue already exists within, but it takes patient, consistent effort to reveal it. That is your journey. Work harder on yourself than your job. Work on your job, you make a living. Work on yourself, you create a legacy. The law of the seed. You must grow before you gain. Planting an apple seed doesn't yield fruit overnight. Beneath the surface, roots are spreading, laying a foundation for growth long before anything appears above ground. Life works the same way. Growth precedes reward. You cannot skip the roots and expect fruit. The reward comes only after the work of becoming. Many are frustrated because they seek change without internal growth. True transformation comes from patient, consistent cultivation of your inner self. "I've been visualizing the future I want," someone once told me, "but nothing's happening." I asked, "How long have you been doing this?" 3 weeks, he said. 3 weeks. That's a start, yes. But it's just the seed. The soil hasn't even had a chance to breathe. The roots haven't settled, and if you dig it up every few days to see if it's growing, you'll kill it. The greatest gift you can give your goals is patience and persistence. The power isn't in instant results, it's in the process. Take the bamboo tree. It spends 5 years growing underground before it even breaks the soil. 5 years of invisible work, watering, tending, believing. Then in just 6 weeks it shoots 80 feet into the sky. Did it grow in 6 weeks? Of course not. It grew for 5 quiet, invisible years, and so will you if you respect the process. When I first started, I wanted success fast. But my mentor, Earl Shah, said to me, "Don't become a millionaire for the money. Become a millionaire for what it will make of you to achieve it. That was my first real lesson in growing before you gain. Success isn't about having more, it's about becoming more. You don't attract success with desire alone. You attract it by becoming the person worthy of it. Character, discipline, consistency, they are all seeds. Seeds must be planted, nourished, and protected. And the miracle? What you plant multiplies. One kernel of corn doesn't return as one, it returns as a whole stalk, a whole harvest. But only if you stay with the process long enough to see it bloom. Some give up when they don't see immediate results, but quitting doesn't accelerate growth. You can't harvest in spring if you didn't plant in winter, and you can't rush your transformation. The law of the seed is also the law of becoming. You attract not what you want, but what you are. If you want more, become more. If you want to change your life, change your habits. If you want success, cultivate character. Every day I plant. Every conversation, every book, every choice, I'm planting seeds, and here's the relief. Success isn't one massive event. It's the accumulation of small seeds planted daily. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, every time you rise early to act on your dreams instead of hitting snooze, every time you push past fear, stretch your comfort zone, or speak the truth when it's easier to lie, you're planting. One day, those seeds will sprout. You'll hardly recognize yourself. People will ask, how did you do it? And you'll smile because it didn't happen overnight. It happened silently, underground, when no one was watching. So don't be discouraged when growth is slow. Don't abandon your garden because it still looks barren. Water it, tend it. Believe in the unseen growth. One day the harvest will come, and when it does, you'll realize the most important thing wasn't what you achieved, it was who you became in the process. The law of the seed, grow before you gain. The best time to start? Today. Every day you plant, you move closer to the life you were meant to live. The law of the marketplace is just as honest. It doesn't lie. It doesn't favor hope or dreams. It simply reflects what you bring. Not what you wish for. Not what you imagine. What you bring. I used to think if I wanted success badly enough, it would find me. But life doesn't respond to wants. It responds to value. The marketplace, your job, your business, your relationships, rewards value. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't wish life were easier. Wish you were better. Don't wish for fewer problems. Wish for more skills. That's the secret. You want more from the world? Bring more to the world. It's like a man walking up to a fireplace and saying, "Give me heat, and then I'll give you wood." The fireplace responds, first the wood, then the heat. Many of us do the same in life. We want rewards before we've earned them, applause before performance. But the law of the marketplace is clear. You attract what you bring, not what you wish for. When I was 25, I was broke. Not just financially, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I was waiting for life to change, waiting for the economy to improve, waiting for someone to notice me. But no one came knocking. Then my mentor, Mr. Chaff, looked me straight in the eyes and said, "Jim, for things to change, you must change. For things to get better, you must get better." That hit me. So I began to work, not just at my job, but on myself. I invested in my mind, in reading, in communication, in discipline, in attitude, in posture. And slowly the marketplace started responding, not because the market got nicer, but because I got better. You see, the marketplace doesn't pay for time. It pays for value and time. $10 an hour for one person, $100 an hour for another. The hours are the same, but the value is different. The more valuable you become, the more life rewards you. Not just money, but opportunities, trust, admiration, relationships, and yes, freedom. It's not magic, it's mechanics. Imagine a farmer walking into a field and asking the soil for a harvest. The soil asks, "Did you plant anything?" The farmer replies, "No, but I hoped you'd give me something anyway." Silly, right? And yet, many of us do exactly that in life. We show up with empty hands and expect full results. You cannot reap what you haven't sown, and you cannot attract what you haven't built within yourself. The law of the marketplace teaches us to stop blaming and start building. Don't wait for life to deal you better cards. Play the hand you have and master it until the game bends in your favor. Remember, success isn't to be chased. It's to be attracted by the person you become. You don't chase it, you attract it. How? By bringing something valuable, something rare, something that solves problems, meets needs, and lifts others. As my mentor once said, and I never forgot, if you want to be wealthy, work harder on yourself than on your job. Working on your job gives you a living. Working on yourself gives you a fortune. So if you aren't getting what you want right now, don't complain. Get to work. Add more value, speak more clearly, solve bigger problems, lift your standards, sharpen your skills, grow your mindset. The marketplace is always watching, always listening, always ready, but it will reward the person who becomes more, not the one who merely wants more. You don't get paid for showing up. You get paid for what you bring. Solutions, energy, excellence, initiative, growth. That is fully in your control. And here's another powerful truth. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. It seems simple, but it is profound. Your environment is never neutral. It is either pulling you forward or holding you back. The law of the circle teaches us this. Your environment mirrors you. The people you spend time with, the conversations you indulge in, the energy you absorb, the habits you witness, they all reflect what you accept, what you expect, and ultimately, who you become. Let me share a story. Years ago, I was part of a circle that didn't challenge me. They were good people, funny, enjoyable, but there was no ambition, no urgency, no hunger. They weren't bad, they were comfortable. And comfort, I learned, is a silent killer of potential. One day, my mentor asked me, "What's your plan for growth?" I told him I'd been reading more. He smiled, nodded, and said, "That's good. But tell me, who do you spend your time with?" When I answered, he paused and said, "If they don't push you, they pull you. Choose wisely." That hit me. I realized that as much as I valued my friends, if I wanted to grow, I needed a new circle. If you want to soar with eagles, you can't keep scratching with turkeys. To rise, you need an environment that lifts you, not limits you. Success isn't just about skill or ambition, it's about exposure. You become what you consistently surround yourself with. Surround yourself with thinkers, doers, planners and readers, and you will rise. Surround yourself with gossipers, excuse-makers and procrastinators, and that becomes your default. Think of the crab in the bucket. One crab can escape easily. Place several together, and as one tries to climb out, the others drag it back. That's the danger of an unsupportive environment. I'm not saying abandon people. I'm saying evaluate influence. Be kind, but selective with your time, attention, and trust. I sought mentors, people who lived with purpose, who challenged me, who had what I wanted. I listened, mirrored their disciplines, and gradually my life transformed. Change your circle, and you change your center. Don't settle for comfort. Go where expectations are high, where pressure is strong, where standards lift you. That's where transformation happens. Want to get fit? Surround yourself with those who love health and movement. Want to get wealthy? Learn from people who understand money, invest wisely, and think long-term. Align with integrity, discipline, and grace. Your environment shapes your beliefs, your energy, even your self-talk. Life is like a garden. Good seeds in poor soil yield stunted growth. In fertile ground, they flourish. Cultivate your environment as you cultivate your mind. Clear the weeds, the negative voices, the distractions, the drama. Invite books, mentors, uplifting conversations, and challenges that stretch you. Guard your philosophy because your environment doesn't just surround you, it becomes a part of you. Some say, what if my family or circumstances are negative? I can't walk away. True. You may not escape completely, but you can set boundaries, add positive voices, and design your circle intentionally. Don't drift. Choose people who challenge you, who remind you of your goals, who lift you higher. As you grow, your circle may change, and that's evolution, not betrayal. Ask yourself, who am I around? What are they making me think, say, do, become? And is that acceptable? The law of the circle is always at work. It either sharpens your vision or clouds it. And the beautiful truth is you can change your circle and change your trajectory. Start now. Your environment is a mirror. Clean it, shape it, fill it with growth, and it reflects a life you can be proud of. There's another invisible line that determines every life: belief. Not talent, not education, not circumstance, belief. That quiet inner voice tells you, this is who I am. This is what I'm worth. This is what I can do. That is the law of identity. You don't get what you want. You get what you believe. I once heard, the world isn't withholding from you. You are withholding from the world based on what you think you deserve. Belief is the thermostat of your life. It doesn't just reflect your reality. It sets it. You can't attract abundance if you believe you're unworthy. You can't attract greatness if you see yourself as small. The outside world will never exceed the inside world. Your identity is the foundation of change. Life doesn't improve by chance, it improves by change. The first change always begins within, before habits, before strategies, before results. You must see yourself differently. I remember being young, broke and lost, just surviving. Then I met a mentor who saw potential in me I hadn't seen. You've got it, he said. You just don't know it yet. That planted a seed that grew into a new identity. Humans are driven to act consistently with their self-image. Believe you're disorganized and you'll sabotage yourself. Believe you can't manage money and you'll fail financially. Believe you're meant to struggle, and struggle you shall. Beliefs are powerful. That's why I say, work harder on yourself than on your job. Upgrade your identity and everything else improves. How do you do that? Start by listening to the inner voice. What are you telling yourself when no one is listening? I'm not enough. I always fail. Who am I to try? Those whispers are shaping your future. Challenge them. Speak back with truth. I'm learning. I'm growing. I am allowed to succeed. I am becoming. Say it until you believe it. Identity is forged brick by brick, thought by thought, choice by choice. Remember the elephant tied with a rope as a baby. As a calf, it can't break free. As a grown, powerful elephant, it easily could, but it doesn't. Why? It still believes it can't. Most people live this way, powerful, capable, full of potential, but trapped by an old identity. Don't let your past self dictate your future. Here's practical advice. Every day, affirm who you are becoming, not who you were. Write it down. Speak it aloud. I am disciplined. I am a person of integrity. I follow through. I create value. Repetition reinforces belief. Identity doesn't shift overnight. It shifts through thousands of small acts of reinforced belief. Surround yourself with people who reflect the best version of you, not the old version. Love them, but protect your becoming. Success isn't something you chase. It's something you attract. And what you attract is determined by who you become. Becoming is an inside job. It's not about ego. It's about alignment. You draw confidence when you carry confidence. You invite excellence when you embody excellence. You open doors to opportunity when you truly believe you deserve them. Let me be clear. The world doesn't reward your desires. It rewards your identity, your self-concept. That is the magnetic field that shapes your life. Here's your call to action today. Rewrite your story. Release the labels. Step fully into your truth. Not the truth of your past, but the truth of your potential. You're not stuck. You're simply in between identities. Keep growing, keep affirming, keep becoming. Because the way you see yourself is exactly what the world will reflect back to you. Don't wish life was easier. Wish that you were stronger. Don't wish for fewer problems. Wish for more skills. Don't wish for less challenge. Wish for more wisdom. And know this, that wisdom begins the moment you decide you are worthy of the life you dream about. You become what you believe. Belief is the first door, the door to everything you want, everything you can be. Step through it. But here's the truth few people ever admit. Growth isn't comfortable. Transformation is not a gentle whisper. It's a storm that tests every part of you. Every belief you've held, every habit you've clung to, every identity you've accepted, you will be challenged to let them go. And that's where the magic begins. The moment you decide to step into a higher version of yourself, life will begin to push back. People will doubt you. Circumstances will resist you. Old patterns will call you back. That's not a sign you're failing. It's proof that you're on the edge of something greater. You see, growth is a process of becoming uncomfortable in all the right ways. It's learning to carry a vision bigger than your fears. It's practicing discipline when motivation fades. It's showing up when the world would rather you hide. And slowly, relentlessly, you will become the person who attracts exactly the life you once only dreamed of. Every morning is a choice. Every word you speak to yourself is a building block. Every thought, every action, every decision, these are the architects of your destiny. Surround yourself with people who elevate you. Read books that expand your mind. Engage in conversations that challenge your thinking. Seek mentors who have walked the path and can guide your steps. And remember, transformation is rarely linear. There will be setbacks, mistakes, and moments of doubt. But those are not failures. They are signals that you are evolving. Each challenge is a mirror showing you exactly where you need to grow next. Embrace it. Learn from it. Let it refine your identity, sharpen your skills, and expand your vision. The power lies not in the world granting you success, but in you stepping into the frequency of success. Who you are inside dictates what the world returns to you. Your thoughts, beliefs, and identity are the seeds. Your actions, habits, and choices are the water and sunlight. And the life you live is the harvest. Plant deliberately, act intentionally, grow relentlessly. So today, make a choice. Not tomorrow, not next week, but today. Decide who you will become. Decide what standard you will hold for yourself. Decide that you will no longer settle for a life shaped by fear, comfort, or limitation. You are not your past. You are not the labels the world placed on you. You are a force of potential, waiting to be realized. Stand up. Speak your truth. Carry yourself with the confidence of someone who knows their worth. Move in the world with the discipline of someone who understands that every moment is an investment in their future. And remember, growth is not about perfection. It's about progression. Each day you become a little stronger, a little wiser, a little more aligned with the person you are destined to be. And one last truth, your journey is unique. Don't measure it against anyone else. Don't envy the success of others. Learn from them, yes, but chart your own path. Every step you take in alignment with your potential compounds into unstoppable momentum. Every action that reflects your highest self creates a ripple, shaping not just your life, but the lives of those around you. The life you dream about is waiting on the other side of who you decide to become. But it starts with you. Not with luck, not with opportunity, not with permission. It starts with belief. A belief so strong, so unwavering that nothing can shake it. A belief that fuels your choices, drives your habits, and anchors your identity. So rise. Rise above excuses, limitations, and doubts. Rise into the person who embodies the vision of your highest self. And as you do, watch as the world aligns with you, as opportunities flow, and as success naturally finds its way to your door. Your story is still being written. Make it epic. Make it legendary. And know that every moment you invest in becoming more of who you are meant to be is a moment the universe answers with abundance, clarity, and fulfillment. Now, if you're ready to continue this journey, to surround yourself with inspiration and to keep growing every day, make sure you subscribe to Thryve. This is your space to learn, to evolve, and to become the person you were always meant to be. Don't wait. Start now, because your best self is waiting.